Imagine a world where the most powerful weapons are never fired, the largest armies never cross borders, and the greatest military victories are achieved without a single battle. At first glance, this sounds impossible, yet this is exactly how much of modern international security works. Every day, nations invest billions of dollars in aircraft carriers, stealth fighters, ballistic missiles, submarines, cyber capabilities, and nuclear arsenals, not because they intend to use them, but because they hope they never have to.
Before we move forward, please like and subscribe to Strategic Vanguard, and please share our videos to be updated with the latest news, reviews, and expert analysis from the world of defense and strategic affairs.
The paradox of military power is that its greatest success often lies in preventing war rather than winning one. This is the science of deterrence, the invisible force that shapes global politics, military planning, and national security more than almost any battlefield victory. Deterrence is the ability to convince an adversary that the cost of aggression will be greater than any possible benefit. It is not about destroying an enemy after a war begins. It is about ensuring that the enemy never chooses to start the war in the first place. Every credible military capability, from fighter aircraft and integrated air defense systems to ballistic missile submarines and cyber commands, exists to influence the decisions made inside an opponent's political and military leadership. Deterrence is therefore as much about psychology as it is about weapons. It succeeds when an adversary believes that aggression will inevitably end in failure, unacceptable losses, or devastating retaliation. For deterrence to work, three conditions must exist simultaneously. First is capability. A nation must possess sufficient military power to inflict unacceptable consequences. Second is credibility. The adversary must genuinely believe that this capability will be used if necessary. Empty threats rarely deter determined opponents. Third is communication. The adversary must clearly understand both the capability and the political resolve behind it. If any one of these pillars collapses, deterrence begins to fail. A powerful military that lacks political will or a determined government without sufficient capability cannot effectively discourage aggression. Many people associate deterrence only with nuclear weapons, but conventional military power remains the first line of deterrence. Advanced air forces, powerful navies, modern armies, precision-guided missiles, integrated air defense networks, logistics, surveillance satellites, and strong command and control systems all contribute to making military aggression too costly. India's growing naval presence in the Indian Ocean, its layered air defense network, modern fighter aircraft, and expanding missile capabilities are designed not only to fight wars, but also to discourage potential adversaries from initiating one. The stronger and more capable these conventional forces become, the less attractive military adventurism appears. The most powerful form of deterrence emerged with nuclear weapons. During the Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union accumulated enormous nuclear arsenals capable of destroying each other many times over. This led to the doctrine of mutual assured destruction, where neither side could launch a nuclear attack without guaranteeing its own destruction. Ironically, the existence of these devastating weapons helped prevent direct conflict between the two superpowers. Nuclear deterrence fundamentally changed international politics by making total war between nuclear states extraordinarily dangerous and strategically irrational. Deterrence is not limited to individual nations. Military alliances expand deterrence by pooling military strength and political commitments. NATO, for example, operates on the principle that an attack on one member is considered an attack on all. This collective security framework significantly raises the risks for any aggressor. Similar strategic partnerships are becoming increasingly important in the Indo-Pacific, where regional powers seek to maintain stability through cooperation, joint exercises, intelligence sharing, and combined military capabilities. Modern deterrence extends far beyond tanks and missiles. Artificial intelligence, cyber warfare, anti-satellite weapons, hypersonic missiles, electronic warfare, drones, and space-based surveillance are transforming how nations calculate risks. A cyber attack capable of crippling financial systems or military networks can itself become a powerful deterrent. Space assets provide continuous intelligence and early warning, making surprise attacks increasingly difficult. The battlefield of deterrence is now global, digital, and multidimensional, extending into domains that did not even exist a few decades ago. History demonstrates that deterrence is never guaranteed. Wars often occur because one side miscalculates the other's intentions, underestimates military capability, or overestimates its own chances of success. Strategic misjudgment, political overconfidence, intelligence failures, and communication breakdowns can all undermine deterrence. The outbreak of major conflicts repeatedly reminds us that deterrence depends not only on weapons, but also on accurate perceptions and rational decision-making by political leaders. India's national security strategy increasingly reflects a comprehensive approach to deterrence. Nuclear weapons provide strategic deterrence, while modern conventional forces strengthen regional stability. Indigenous missile systems, aircraft carriers, advanced fighter aircraft, integrated air defense networks, surveillance satellites, cyber capabilities, and expanding maritime power together create multiple layers of deterrence. Rather than relying on a single weapon or service, India is gradually building a comprehensive deterrence architecture capable of responding across land, sea, air, space, and cyberspace. Deterrence remains one of humanity's greatest strategic paradoxes. Nations build powerful militaries not because they seek war, but because credible strength often preserves peace. Every aircraft carrier launched, every missile defense system deployed, every satellite placed into orbit, and every military exercise conducted sends a message intended to influence an adversary's decisions before conflict begins. In the 21st century, victory is increasingly measured not only by battles won, but by wars successfully prevented. Understanding the science of deterrence, therefore, means understanding the very foundation upon which modern international security rests. If you found this analysis valuable, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Strategic Vanguard. You can also follow us across platforms. We're on YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey, so you never miss our strategic insights. Prefer audio? Tune in on Spotify and Amazon Music, and take Strategic Vanguard with you wherever you go. For deeper, structured analysis, visit strategicvanguard.com/analysis and stay updated with our latest news and views at strategicvanguard.com. Strategic thinking begins with informed perspectives. Stay with Strategic Vanguard.